We don't record many of our classes in advisory, but this one I'm going to record just because important information, and everyone needs to know how to do this. So anyone that is not paying attention now and sleeping to advisory needs to review this video, and anyone who didn't make it to advisory will need to review this video if they weren't here. So, all right, let me put up our lesson for the week. Okay. Start with a reminder, asynchronous days. Asynchronous means we don't have to be on a meet, right? Those are days that you can work independently as long as your grade is 70% or higher. So our asynchronous days in high school are Wednesday through Friday. Junior high, they got to go Fridays, a synchronous day for them. They only have Wednesday, Thursday. The high school, we have Wednesday through Friday. You guys that have been in virtual school a while know that already. The only synchronous days are Monday and Tuesday, except when we got like this week with a holiday. So I know a lot of teachers, we have class tomorrow because we didn't have one yesterday. So with our asynchronous days, general or mandatory meets, our general meets, if you have below a 70%, you're required to attend class on asynchronous days. That's just a general rule of virtual school. Your grade during your grade check, your grade check today will tell you whether or not you need to be in class the rest of the week, right? When you do your grade check, it's like, oh, I've got a 68 in history. I guess I'll have to go see Mr. Chapman the next rest of the week. So that's one way. Here's another way you have a mandatory meet. Occasionally, teachers may communicate that an asynchronous day will be a mandatory meet for all students for something important. Like first day, a day a week. Like I emailed my students and said, we're going to meet on Wednesday. That'll be a mandatory day because that's the only day we have this week. There's no other A days. So I need to go over our lesson with you. So these will be communicated a week in advance. I sent that last week that we are meeting this week on Wednesday I'll send a reminder out too, but we're meeting this week for tomorrow since yesterday was a holiday. So just a refresher of those right there. So you'll continue to do your grade checks on Tuesday in advisory. Also, we're adding something new this year. Your teacher will be scheduling into your class period on asynchronous days if your grade's below 70. So we're going to start using RTI Scheduler, which if you've been in the building, they use that already for Flex. We're going to use it for our Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. So by 4 o'clock today and every Tuesday, your teacher will have assigned you in RTI Scheduler. So you will have verification. You should know when you do your grade checks, oh, do I have to be in that class? If you can't figure that out, you can go to RTI Scheduler after 4 o'clock today. Because before 4 o'clock, they may not have them in yet. So after 4 o'clock today, you can go and see, oh, yep, I do have a 68 in history. I do need to go to that class. Mr. Chapman scheduled me an RTI Scheduler. You'll be able to view which classes you're required to attend by going to RTI Scheduler. So check that. It's meant to help with accountability for where you're supposed to be, so there's no miscommunication. Oh, I didn't know my grade was a 68. I thought it was a 72. This just helps keep that straight. So to view your sessions, I'm going to put this in the chat. So let's make sure you can log into this today. Go to RTI Scheduler and log in with your school Gmail. Log in with Google. So go ahead and give that a shot. If anyone has trouble with that, let me know. I don't know if I can fix it, but at least I'll know if it's not letting you log in to RTI Scheduler. You see a little video on the screen where it's kind of showing you how to do that. Put the link in the chat, so make sure you can get there. The link is in the chat. Put it again. The link is in the chat. Make sure you can get there. Log in with Google. Log in with Google. So let's everybody get to RTI Scheduler. All right. Everybody guys logged in. Looks like everyone's not having a problem logging in. When a teacher has placed you in a session, you will see a session name on your screen. Now you can select either agenda view or calendar view. So whichever one you like better, you can try either one. Should be able to click on those and see which one you like better. Up at the top, it has agenda or calendar. So you try whichever one. So you can click on a session to view its details, like the teacher name. Well, you don't need room number. The meet number may be on there. If not, but it would be in your usual Google class. If it's your English teacher that has you scheduled, you would go to your normal English Google Meet, not a special one there. So I think maybe some written details in there, may have been a note, but you can check in there. So, all right. So you go to RTI Scheduler, make sure log in, bookmark this page because you need to log in this Wednesday mornings, Thursday morning, Friday morning, just to make sure that you know which classes you're supposed to attend. Now, it shouldn't really change. If you're scheduled on Wednesday morning, it should still be Thursday, Friday would be in there as well. So it shouldn't change because we're only going to put it in Tuesdays afternoon. On Tuesdays in the afternoons when teachers are going to put this in. I'm not going to go in Thursday and add you in there for Friday. So it shouldn't be a surprise like that. You should know on Tuesday your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday schedule. All right. So right now, only teachers will be scheduling it. It's not set up where you can schedule. Now, that doesn't mean you can't come, right? RTI scheduler says, okay, you have to be there Thursday. Well, Friday is also a B day this week. So Thursday and Friday. You're scheduled RTI schedule Thursday and Friday. Well, maybe you go there and you're not scheduled in your math class. Oh, my grade's over 70%. But you can still go to your math class because you have a question. Ms. Brock, I know I'm not required to be here today, but I am lost on this question number 5, and I need some help. Great. Let's do it. The RTI schedule is just the ones that are in RTI schedule let you know that you will be absent if you're not there, right? If you are not scheduled in RTI scheduler, then you don't have to go to class, or you can go to class, your choice, but you won't be counted absent either way. If you are in RTI scheduler, that means you're going to be absent if you don't show up. So that's where it's important to make sure you log into RTI scheduler and get that in. You're checking your grades anyway. You're doing your grade check. This is Tuesday advisory. We do our grade check by noon. So you shouldn't have any surprises when you look at RTI schedule Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, first thing. Shouldn't be any surprises because you just did your grade check. So, all right. I hope your day is awesome. Let's see, there's a tutorial down here. It says if you need a tutorial. I'm going to post this in Google Classroom. So here is a tutorial if you need it. How to sign up for an open session through email, through the website. All right, whenever that's open. So this tutorial will be there if you want to look at it. But that's all of our presentation there. It's just get into RTI scheduler. Like I said, there's probably not much scheduled yet because we're waiting on you to do your grade checks. So right now, make sure you get your grade check done. I don't have anything else to present in class, but grade checks have to be done by noon. Remember, to be counted present, you need to be here and have your grade check done. If you're missing either one of those, you're absent. And if you get 4 absences in here, you don't get to exempt any finals. Well, I think you can have 4 absences. You can't have 5. So you don't want absences in advisory because you won't be able to have any exemptions from finals. And there are classes you can exempt first semester. Right? Algebra 3 is, if you have Algebra 3, you don't have to take the final in December or May. If you don't have more than 4 absences, you don't have missing assignments, you got a grade of at least 75%. There's lots of ways, but you can exempt. But you don't want to have absences in advisory because those knock you out of every exemption in every class. So, all right. I'm not presenting anything else. I'll give you the rest of the time. to do your grade check, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to look at your RTI scheduler later after 4 o'clock. Parent teacher conference tonight till 8 o'clock.